Let's call the meeting of the Delaware County Regional Wastewater, April 6th to order. You call the roll, please.
Heat,
Yes, I'm here.
Ray,
Oh, hey, hold on. I'm only 3 minutes late. Only. I know.
Nelson Pete's interrupted the meeting already. Ray,
Here.
Mike,
Here.
Joe,
Present.
Bill,
Present.
Brenda,
Present.
Ron.
Here. First order of business is the minutes of the previous meeting. I'd so entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we accept them as written.
I have a first.
I'll second.
Second. Any changes? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
I abstain. Treasurer's report.
Claims from February 25th, 2022 through March 31, 2022, totaling $254,014.87. Account balances as of March 31st, 2022. Cash operating balance, $420,000. Improvement fund balance, $1,728,611.10. And the Daleville TIF transfer, which is a new reporting requirement that we started last month, is $9,411, and that was for the March payment. I would move to approve the bills and the operating balances.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carried. No old business, new business. The bad debt write-off.
Yes. So we have a situation where it was at 7904 South Beck Street. Alvy Miller and Tiara Katori, I think is how you pronounce her name. They were liened, but it was right after the property went into the tax sale. So we had to release the lien because it was after it had already been purchased. So the balance with the fees and everything is right around $1,000. I think with everything it's $1,009.18, but our account shows $949.13. I talked with Danielle about it. She said it's kind of right at the edge of if you guys want us to pursue them in small claims because we can't get the lien on the property. The one thing is we're not exactly sure where they are since the property sold in the tax sale. So if you would like, we could take like until the next month to see if we can find a good address for them. If you guys approve that, for us to spend a little bit of time trying to see if we can find something. If we have one, we can present it at the next meeting. And if not, then you guys can decide how you want to proceed at that time.
I don't see that one on the sheet. I see one for Sun Valley Parkway.
It is under the small claims. The only one that we actually have to do a complete write-off on was the bankruptcy.
Yeah, the small
It went
claims.
out
I didn't.
with packets,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just need to decide. Tender on next month, we'll put it in new business and just do a complete write-off.
How would the board like to proceed?
I just have a question first. How do we miss this? Keep missing them on between the lien and going to a sheriff's sale. Is this in a sheriff's sale?
This
one
was
now?
in a tax sale,
Tax
so they
sale?
hadn't paid their taxes on it. And Davey and I have talked some, and Jason and I talked a little bit too. For us to get a lien, the problem is I think kind of where the when they get to the point where they get kept off, I think occasionally it happens like right around the same time as the tax sale, and so the lien just didn't get on it right prior to it.
Well, if you look at PDP and him to see the current owner is when Davey's doing his side of it. If we're doing the collections within that year that they still have the claim, it still shows the old owner.
Mm-hmm.
So then if we're leaving the old owner, we can't put nothing on the new owner. But really, we're in a year. The only way that we're going to get paid for that $1,000 in this example is if that new owner takes it over. I mean, the old owner takes it back.
Mhm.
We struggle with the same situation.
And it's expensive to have you go and
Yeah, you are.
do more work on
Right,
it. So,
right,
yeah.
and that's why we wanted to see how you guys wanted us to.
Normal situation too, we're not going to be chasing $1,000 in months. The issue with this property was, it was where it was located at, and also it's one line with a gas main right in the middle of it. And I always look at it a lot of times, I'm not gonna send guys out there to cap off and do more damage than it is good for $500, where we can continue. Unfortunately, this one just continues. It was fell, and for a year, we don't have a valid owner. That's
Chances are you can't locate them anyway.
Mhm.
I hate to let it go, but it's putting good money after bad.
Right. Your expenses will just run up.
And I'm not opposed to at least having them look to see if they can find an address in the next month. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we won't spend a lot of time on it. We just have some software we can look, and if we can't find anything, then we can report that back.
I think that's of value to at least have them do the look. And so if that needs to be a motion, I'll make a formal motion that we ask our attorneys to at least look to see if they can find an address, and if not, then we can deal with the particular subject in
The next meeting.
at the next council meeting.
I
have a
would
motion.
second that if
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, you want to talk about the Sun Valley Parkway?
Yeah, this is just one that it's already back on the build. Owner is just a bank. Parkway.
Make the motion that we write off $490.07 for the previous billing at 2111 West Sun Valley Parkway, Muncie.
I have a first and second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Westport disbursements this month, we had Commonwealth for a total of $40,290. Atlas for $250,285, totaling $2,575.
Would make the motion to approve Commonwealth and Atlas bills in a total of $290,575.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion? Question what? Oh,
And maybe Rob's going to cover it later. So are they fully connected
That's-
in everything?
that's where I was going. Where are we at as we approve this? I want to know the final where we're at.
We're done with respect to substantial completion.
Great.
I have their letter. Pipes in, it's all tight.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Motion carried. Jason?
For my report this month, got a couple different things. As far as collections go, last month we were at $5,628.26 in past due amounts. This month, we're at $2,540.77. We had 6 properties capped off, 4 uncapped, reconnected back to service during the month of March. I know Jeff had, with the health department, had sent out a email back to Penny and myself saying that he didn't have anything to report. Later on in the week, I wanted to get with the board and reach out. I've spoke with Rob about this. He reached out talking about some properties out at Elm Lake and Gaston. Individuals wanting to buy one of the properties out there. There's a couple, majority of the properties actually are shared septic systems and small, really small lots. So Jeff was brought into conversations with the potential buyer about if there was ever going to be some sewer out there, and I told him that I would start conversations with Rob, with one, he works with Gaston, and also ourselves, and look at what's going to be if anything's going to be feasible to get them some relief out there. When we looked at it, it's going to be anywhere from 5 to 7 miles of pipe to hit our closest service location, but I told him I'd be in conversations with him next month after talking with Rob and seeing what the best course of action is, and also that we would look at adding as a topic for our long-term control plan as well. The only other thing I have was well, two things. The new pump that got approved last month to get to purchase a new pump, it's getting put in this coming Monday out in the Rorton area. And also in the Rorton area, we've been working with Delaware Acres. They're currently at 25 lots that have service. That park there services a total of 125 lots. Right now, they're in the process of bringing more trailers into that area. And so when it's all said and done, we got a potential of an additional 100 customers out in that area. So, and I think it was probably a year and a half ago that Mike came out to that site. We did some smoke testing, and I got a plan together for them to hit where they had some I&I issues, and due to a change in management and ownership of that property and that park there, it's kind of continue to get pushed off to the new owners. They have awarded a contract to Royal Flush Plumbing to address the issues that we found during that smoke test, and they said they're going to be pretty diligent here within the next month starting that job. And also with every new trailer that's being brought in, they're running new plastic from the ground level all the way out to the mains. So it's and they've probably brought in 60 new trailers, and we can already see how that's cut down on the I&I. So we're getting a lot of progress there. And I think that's all I have.
Okay. Stephanie?
So we got a contract from MSD. I believe Danielle forwarded a summary this morning to the board. We're going to need some clarification, and so we're going to be drafting a response to them to get some more clarification. And once we get that, then we can discuss that more thoroughly.
I'd say you all should have received a copy. I did too. I mean, the numbers there, I just asked them to go through. I think want the attorney's response as to for the formulas going through. We get it, and then we'll forward it back to MSD for further addressing.
And that's pretty much all I have.
That's all you got?
All I have.
Okay. Miss Ashley, Spotted Monkey.
So you should have received a report that we completed in March and things that we are on. We also have completed a postcard for you all to review that to your clients. We're currently working on a postcard that will be going. It might go for all your clients, but specifically about for the clients. And they're working out we have made some updates to your current website. There's a Facebook page, so I am people on Facebook to get on the page and start liking and sharing some of that. And we are in the process also of taking back end of that we have on the website that people may not know when they visit. Especially just a lot about exactly who you are and what all you do and who you serve. So there's some of that message on the website.
Also, I forgot, I should have threw this under new business. And we've had, or I guess under old business, we've had a couple drafts go out for those postcards that Ashley's put together. And we had some back and forth with our print service that does our monthly billings. And she made the changes needed to get that out on a postcard. And that's attached here as a board packet this month. So as long as everybody's all good with that, Peregrine, who does the monthly billing, said they could get those out to the entire customer base. This postcard here for, they said it'd be right around $1,500. So everybody's good with that. I guess we need to get approval to do that as well.
Everybody had a chance to look at it, review it?
I think that's probably the second or third draft that's went out, but I think with
I think we bounced it around for a little while, moved some things around, changed.
The look being different was to fit the print needs.
Exactly. Any comments or concerns? If not, I'd still entertain a motion.
What exactly is the motion you're looking for?
To approve the 1,500 for the postcards
for the
to be sent
postcard.
out.
I will make a motion that we approve the 1,500 for the postcards to be sent out.
Can we do 1,800 just for the fact he said he's looking at right around 1,500 based on when we actually give him all the addresses and everything and he gets those tied in.
Not to exceed 1,800.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that, Joe? Amend your, I
I will amend my motion for up to 1,800.
have a first, do I hear a second?
Yes.
I have a first and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Oppose? Motion carried. Anything else? Okay, switching back around, sorry. There's no committees, Tony. Commonwealth. Your turn.
So, just to expand a little bit on what was discussed earlier, we've received requests for substantial completion on the Wastewater project.
Okay.
All the pipes and these are dialed in. Guys are doing okay.
I've not heard differently.
I'm not calling them, so I haven't heard different either.
So all is well on that front. And
Good.
what does that mean for us? That means we have I provided a copy to Jason, a couple copies to Jason, so he we applied for sign off on punch list. We'll put that. But we're restoration is a big. So they give them more and more. Do more damage. So that's where we're at. Have contingency money left over. I met with the contractor and Scott was there as well. By half dozen different things. Primarily focused on the 6. Types. Spirit of the scope of work that we did anyway. So I've requested pricing.
And just remind me again, we've got money left with Commonwealth, so we can do some flow study
Yes, that-
afterwards.
That was what I was going to transition to next.
Okay.
Our contract, we have post-construction.
Okay.
So we did flow metering on zero in on areas. Pipes, and we've got after. So what we want to do now is go back. Spraying out the time. So I'll be scheduling a meeting. I can say, here's where we have.
Stephanie, are we still on board on the two properties? Are we still locked in on the properties out there?
Out in,
I am
Farm
Farm
Bureau.
Bureau. We are. There's been conversation. I've reached out to Doug Lehman. Final draft on Farm Bureau is in for review now, I think on their side.
yes.
And I am waiting on a response from Mr. Lehman at IMI. I've reached out to him. Everything's good. I mean, it's couple sticking points, I think, and then we can get back to their attorney. But I have not heard back from him. I did send him an email and asked for a phone conversation or an email, and I have not heard back from him yet. I picked that up when Danielle went down.
Yeah. And we got an email from the Farm Bureau attorney yesterday. Were you on that also?
I think so.
Yesterday saying that he's waiting to get it back from his client and then he will forward it on to us.
Anything else from Commonwealth?
Origin project of research.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
We submitted the relief sewer project over in Raritan.
Okay.
Across from the elementary school.
Right.
We permitting.
How long does that take, the review? Is that a 6-month or is that a 60-day?
No, they have 60 days from the date of receipt to.
Okay.
And then there's some back and forth, so you're probably 90 to 120 days.
Okay.
But just to remind everybody, that's the one that was cleared under the county
Right.
plan for the ARP. So I want to coordinate that with the.
Thank goodness you're getting out there finally.
Oh, yeah. Just to follow up on the other, I did talk to the commissioners, so the board is full aware. The council council meeting this month, they will be going back in front for their 2022 ARP approval. In that plan will be the Oakville project will be included, as well as Overlook that we had talked about before. And then there is a new development in Salem Township on a housing development that they have added some funds in there. It's for a lift station. We know the lift station on preliminary is about $750,000, but there are still negotiations going on between the developer and the county as far as who's going to take care of what on that.
Which one's Salem Township?
It's outside of Daleville, over by 800, looking at about 200 homes between 67 and Daleville Road.
Sorry.
No,
Got to talk to me in town verbiage.
don't get out of Yorktown very much, do you?
Yeah, I try really hard to leave Yorktown. Let me be very clear.
Okay. Before I open the public comment, does the board have any other business they'd like to address? Any other board members? Seeing none, public comments? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion I have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for attending.